Hello, happy girls, and welcome to today's YouTube video. I am so glad that you're here because we're going to walk through an entire week in ministry in my life. So if you've ever seen me on stage at a big event or a Wednesday night or anything like that, it probably looks like ministry is all worship, high energy, and fun moments. And yes, absolutely, I love that part of my job. That's actually just like a tiny little sliver of the week. Most ministry actually happens off stage in the planning and the meetings and the prep work, kind of like all of that for like a tiny little hour or two that everyone sees. So I am super excited for today's video because you're gonna get a behind the scenes look at everything that kind of makes ministry go round. Maybe not everything, but a lot of things in my world. So we're talking graphics, getting coffee with leaders, meetings, events, and just kind of like everything like that in between. I'm super excited. Let's get started. We kicked things off on Sunday with typical Sunday services. Then we headed right after service to our freshman lake day. I didn't really get a lot of clips this day, but just think 12 to 4 p.m. lake, barbecue, fun, hangs. I personally love this event because it's about giving like upcoming 9th graders a chance to feel like they belong before they even have walked into a student service. Monday was filled with back-to-back coffees and conversations with all potential leaders. These moments I love because they might seem super small to you, but since we can't and should not do anything without volunteers in ministry, this is like low-key kind of where ministry takes root. Good morning and happy Monday. I am currently on my way. It is 6:52, but I'm currently on my way to Starbucks to meet with a potential middle school leader, which is so fun. And then I am going to hop in the car after that meeting and head to another coffee at a different coffee shop. And I have to be there by 8:30. And I'm meeting with a potential high school intern, just like letting her know, what is it like? What's the vibe? You know, just like letting her in on all the things. Then I have a meeting at 9:30 for young adults pastor. Then I feel like it's pretty chill until after lunch. So that is my day today. I need to respond to a couple people via text message and kind of just like make the to-do list for today. You know what I mean? That's like, I like to start off every week with like a big to-do list so I can just cross it off as I see fit during the week. Surprisingly, I haven't had caffeine, but I'm excited to get some in my system so that I can be even more prepared and perky. That's the vibe, and okay, let's do it. Okay, just got done with coffee, and it is 8:01. She is the cutest. We talked for like an hour, and then I took her to sorority things, and yeah, I love her. I love her so much, and I'm so sad that she's serving in middle school, not high school. Honestly, she's awesome. But now I'm on my way to another coffee, and yeah, let's go. Okay, coffee is done, and now we're about to go to a meeting, but I forgot to order my boss coffee, so I have to turn around and order it for him. Tuesday was a full behind the scenes day, meeting with leaders, pulling graphics, texting volunteers. It's the unglamorous stuff that no one really claps for, but without it, literally nothing else happens. And yes, I am doing this at 36 weeks pregnant, so just think I'm doing all of this, but then like every 40 minutes there's a pee break. That's just the reality, and I truly wouldn't have it any other way. Okay, I am taking my gifts to my car because we also have a lunch with a middle school volunteer. There is construction going on in the back for a new, I don't even know what that's called, preschool area. Sorry, it's kind of echoey, but we're gonna go meet a middle school volunteer who actually used to be a high schooler. I feel like I spent this morning mostly making a to-do list for the rest of the week and getting my quest and stuff online situated. Gonna go to lunch, bye. Okay, we're gonna go into Salsaritas now. Not joking, that literally took like 30 minutes and so lunch is done. Abby is the best. I love her so much. She was a high schooler and now she wants to serve in middle school. So Andy kind of took the reins. I was just there because we have like a rule that it's best if we have our female staff meet with females and our male staff meet with males, but Andy doesn't have a female on his team right now, so I am helping out with him with that. Okay, now we're gonna go back to church. So we're gonna talk through groups and hopefully my account will be fixed. So I have to be kind of quiet because these walls between are really thin, but last week we confirmed what the titles of our high school series are going to be, and so they are, we have a kickoff night. We're starting a series called With You in Mind, and that's 3 weeks, and then we're going to do a 2-week series called Closer Than You Think, and then we're going to have a big event called Parking Lot Party, and then we're going to and then we're going to finish out, it's actually a 3-week series, Closer Than You Think. We're going to finish that series out after, and then we have a standalone sermon on baptism. Then we have a 3-week series called Under the Hood, and then we have another 3-week series called Respectfully Disagree. And then we have we don't have any midweek during Thanksgiving or during fall break in October, but then in December we start a series that's only 2 weeks, and it's called Family Matters. And then we have a standalone series for our last midweek during Christmas time called Breaking the Silence. I'm going to show you some inspo that I pulled, and then from that we are going to submit a request to our creative department so that they can send off all the information that I give them, all of the graphics and dimensions and all that kind of stuff that I need. And they are either going to make it themselves, send it off. Usually they send it off to a designer, and then we'll get back proofs to say this is what your series graphic will look like. So I'm going to show you the inspo now. Okay, so as you can see, all of this is kind of like loud and fun. Our high school pastor loves like loud colors and things like that. So this is all of the inspo that I pulled for all the series. I'm gonna do my best to match up the series titles with the graphics that I think kind of like fit the vibe the best. And if I can't really find anything, I'll just go on Pinterest, and then we will proceed from there. But I'm gonna put in some requests.
She thinks that she can
I'm filming my own video. I just got home from work, but then we hopped in the car, and Fraz has to film an ad for Applebee's. So this is where we're at. What is it for?
Applebee's.
Anything specific?
They're 2 for $25.
Okay, that's what we'll be getting for dinner.
All right, drafts, come on.
Good morning and happy Wednesday. I am eating my eggs. These are hard boiled. They kind of look gross, but they're good to me. I'm out here with my dog, and I'm just preparing my heart before we have a very, very long day today. This morning, got to be into work right at 9. We have a serve event on Saturday that that everyone is a little, I think, overwhelmed about. We had so many people sign up, so I think we're like getting our bearings, and then we have to go over a couple of things for August before as a high school team before we head into a next gen wide meeting at 12 for lunch. And then we have a finance meeting about like a new system that we're going to integrate, and obviously we're working the rest of the day. And then tonight from about 6 to 8ish we have an upcoming 9th graders event at a local ice cream place. So that's like the agenda for today. It's a little busy, but it's gonna be good. I have spent the last like hour and a half just reaching out to leaders about serving for middle school and serving for high school and scheduling coffees with them next week. So that is what I have been doing for the past hour or so. I think I've reached out to maybe like 12 people. So this is great because they're responding to me. It is 8:05. We just got done with our 9th grade event. I am going to go home because I'm tired. We hung out with our upcoming 9th graders, is like what the event is. We like buy them ice cream, we talk to them, we get to know them, and then we talk with them about like what goes on in our ministry. And so basically go over like our mission and who we are as a church. And there's me. Our safety protocols and our expectations for our leaders, so parents can know, hey, this isn't just some dud taking care of your kid. We like actually have expectations and background check them, and it's safe what we do, and talk about all of the different things and describe it. So this is like a really good resource. We love to talk to parents about it and like everything that we do. I'm gonna go home, maybe clean up some, maybe go to bed. I don't know. Today was really busy, but we also have a busy day tomorrow. Okay, bye. I don't have any clips from Thursday, but just know that it was filled with coffee with volunteers in the morning, and then an event called Petals and Pastries in the evening. I love the people that love on ministry leaders and staff. It's super special and sweet when people take the time to curate like a whole night for us. We do so much pouring pouring out, and it's so thoughtful when people pour back into us. We loved Thursday. Hello and happy Saturday. We are having a serve day today. It is 7:34. I am on my way to a local school where I think we have like over at least 400 volunteers coming between 8 a.m. and 12. So anywhere between there will be like 400 or so people on the school grounds. I am on the registration team. Make sure everyone is getting where they need to go. We have people painting and doing outside work. We have a lot of people doing a lot of different things. Let's just put it that way. And my job is getting people where they need to go. I think they're gonna have like breakfast there and water and coffee and all the things and a t-shirt. I think I got a t-shirt. So fun. This is ministry. And then after that, I have a coffee with a leader usually. And rule of thumb is I do not get coffee or lunch or any meal with leaders over the weekend because that's not a work day. And that is kind of like a Sabbath day. It's not kind of, it is. Usually I don't do that, but this leader is my friend and I love her very much. Not that the other leaders aren't my friends. She has a special place in my heart. I'm meeting with her because I love her. And then I get to go home and then do baby stuff, organize. My house is so freaking messy. I am like so ready for our house just to be like back to normal because I usually like to clean over the weekends, like on Fridays, like Saturday morning. I'm not able to do that because our house is still messy. It just has to get worse before it gets better. It just does. So I think that I can get a lot of stuff done today. I feel very like mentally motivated and I haven't even had caffeine yet. So, I mean, we'll see. I don't like coffee, so I'm not going to be drinking coffee there, but maybe when we go get coffee with the leader, when I say coffee, I just mean a coffee shop because we both are going to get matcha. We've decided. So, okay, that is what we're doing today. That's the lowdown. Okay, let's go. To me, ministry is made in the hours that like really no one notices for the moments that everyone remembers. This season for me kind of means juggling ministry and prepping for our baby girl at the same time. And sometimes it's mentally like messier than I would like. It's different every single day, which I personally love and I would not trade for anything in the world. Thank you so much for watching today's YouTube video. I'm so glad you found your way here. We as in me and myself post videos every single Tuesday. Please come back here next Tuesday. Thank you for joining me. Okay, bye. See you next week.